Okay, we are looking into each life path number. I hope my camera doesn't die on me during this reading, as I think it can only hold so many minutes, and we're going to be a long one here. So I'm going to go through all the zodiacs. I'm doing life path numbers with this. The reason why I chose life paths is, well, I used to read life paths back in the day for another tarot channel that I had. I've been interested in reading for life paths, but I don't have enough time to record every single life path individually. But I'll do these ones every now and then, all life paths in one video. And also, I'm recording this the day before the eclipse, which is interesting because I just all of a sudden have a free day, and I thought, well, I may as well read for the life paths right around this, and it turns out to be right around this eclipse, which is really cool. But also, if you do not know your life path number, I will leave a link below. It is your path, your soul's path in life based on numerology. It holds a very deep weight, similar to astrology, to your sun sign, but I tend to look at numerology a little bit, well, it is different, of course, but I feel that life path, the numerology, the top three, life path, expression number, and heart's desire, are very deep. For some reason, numerology went deeper for me in a very positive way, and I like reading the life path numbers. So we're going to start with the readings here for you all. And there are timestamps below, of course, so you can follow them through to your number. But we're going to start with life path 1. So we'll just do the solar eclipse, and the eclipse does last for a while, so it's just the energy at this time for life path 1. You can also look at it in a way of if you know numerology very well, you can also look at it in a way of your life path, your expression number, or your heart's desire, same as astrology, sun, moon, rising. So if you have a lot of 1 in your chart, you can even no, I'm not ready yet. Sorry. I'm going to keep flipping for this because I was talking. So let's keep going for 1. So you have Awakening Genius, which is a 29. One second here. Let's go for 1 main energy. You have the 8 of Fire. What is challenge? And the outcome. Okay. 2 of Cups with Death. Okay, some of you may have had a very significant change in relationship status. Now and it's not just status, this is deeper. You there ones have Awakening Genius, where you have this new sense of self, but also connectedness. And this could have developed because of a relationship dynamic. I'm just going to say for some of you, because you have Death underneath the 2 of Cups, there could be a couple different messages are coming in. So it can be all of a sudden you have this new sense of self, and it's deeper. It is in tune. It is awakened. It is a realization. It's looking at life differently, more creative, inspiration. This also can tie into Akashic, past life, ancestral understanding of family lineages, maybe even pulling in from ancestral wisdom. So take it as it resonates, but you have this opening happening here right now where you may even be getting a lot of downloads. You may even have opportunities come into you. I feel that you're in a place where you can attract a lot right now. The main challenge is the Knight of Fire, which is Aries energy. So even though I feel this is happening within yourself, the Awakening Genius and the 8 of Fire, where you're getting a lot of ideas and downloads and creativity, you might even have opportunities opening up, but you may have this sort of like, it's almost uncertainty of lack of direction, or should I go? It's almost like the movement hasn't caught up in the well, it's all energetics with the fire, but I feel it's in the material world. I truly feel it's something like there's something happening within yourself where you're receiving a lot of information and ideas and movement within yourself, but then it's almost like you may not know where to put it, like channel it, I guess, or how to take action. I want to say the 3 of Cups is your outcome though. So you're going to have a very nice, I feel, group of friends or a change in your dynamic where you might just have fun. You might open it up to have fun. Maybe there's travel involved with friends, maybe through your work or what you love to do, you're going to meet new people. The Two of Cups, though, too, bottom of the deck here, signifies a relationship. So one, you are going to have a transformation within a certain type of partnership. Now, this could also be a friendship, but it's weird. This one has so many meanings to it. It could be a friendship, partnership comes in and creates a transformation where it almost triggers something within yourself that where you go deep and something needs to change or will change and heal. Or there's a relationship dynamic that has changed because of a shift, because of death, which may, as I mentioned, inspired this awakening in some kind of form. So it has something, and this could be the relationship within yourself as well, the Two of Cups there. But there's definitely, it's going to be a very profound relationship of whatever that is. Could be even family. But I do feel that is bringing something closer together. It can be reflective of the South Node in Libra that we had. Well, we have, but we had the lunar eclipse in Libra as well. That could have created a big shift in a relationship dynamic or relationships. All right, there one, I'm going to move on to number 2. All right, number 2, here we go. Life path 2, or if you have 2s in your chart predominantly, we are looking at this current time for number 2. Exposed and revealed. Okay, so this has a level of, it's actually in the cards, the symbology of this, or the meaning, the true meaning of it has to do with shame, overcoming shame, overcoming, I'll get to it in just a moment. I'll pull the rest of the cards first. Your challenge and the outcome. Okay. All right. Okay, I see. You can see in this eye, there's a person huddled in a ball, protecting itself. Okay, so this card signifies, it can be shame. It can be anything, honestly. I'll throw out shame, fear, guilt even, low confidence, low self-worth. There's something here where you may have been really protective of yourself in a way of maybe not even expressing yourself outwardly or feeling confident with yourself. You could be carrying or even hiding part of yourself or concealing part of yourself. It's about to change. You may have been going through a big shift or change or healing to work on that within yourself. And it is, I feel the Ace of Swords is your inner truth in this one. Given what else I'm seeing on the table, I feel that your challenge is something around communicating effectively, being your own authority and leader, putting yourself out there maybe, or taking charge in some kind of way, or maybe even in your career, moving up in status or position in some form. Shame is holding you back from that. And the shame, it could be fear, it could be guilt, it could be something deeper within self. But I feel that your truth, your inner truth, you're going to see something illuminated very soon here with your deeper dive, if you are exploring this aspect of your being. I know it sounds a little bit, sensitive, but I feel, it's important. And I'm just translating the card, right? But the 10 of Pentacles and Temperance, some of you could be spending a lot of time at home, renovating the home, sprucing it up. Maybe even, I feel, if it's regarding your career, I feel that you're working towards a next level or a next accomplishment through patience and time and balance, which is, I feel this is very symbolic of your archetype. I feel it's really this nice reference of the 2 being that it's very diplomatic and very understanding and it can be very balanced with the emotional self. So I feel that whatever you're working on, I feel you are working towards some kind of next level. It's in a very balanced and emotionally understanding way, I feel. The Two of Swords is your outcome. So you're going to move into the outcome of the situation. You're going to be moving into, kind of this like putting things on hold. Oh yes, I'm so glad this came out, the Emperor underneath. It is something about your inner authority. I feel that you might be putting things on hold for a little bit for you to connect more with this, with your inner power. I feel that you may be, it's like you're holding yourself back a lot. You're holding yourself back. You might even be limited, restricted, or confined. And I feel the root cause of this card is shame, but it can be fear. It can be like, I feel I almost want to suggest go a bit deeper with this if it's resonating with you, because I feel that what you are about to access, or what you can access within yourself, is your power. And the Emperor is wanting to break free here. It's wanting to come out. And you are going to have something illuminated. It's like a new idea. And I feel you are going to have a lot of power behind it to make it happen. All right, I'm wishing you all the best. I'm going to go into number 3. Okay, number 3. Here we go. Life path 3. Current energy. Close encounters, which is a 10. Okay, I'll pull the rest of the cards before I dive into it. Ooh. Challenge. Outcome. Okay. Interesting. Wow, this is a very interesting reading. 3. Close encounters. You can see in this card, there is a butterfly in a cage with another butterfly on the outside of the cage. And this represents starting to open it could be heart. It can be open your door energetically, emotionally to another, or physically to another person. There's someone close in your life, and it's going to be someone very close. The 6 of Cups. It could be family. It could be a love relationship. There's a lot of stress and worry and anxiety around this particular matter. And it can't even be, can I let this person in? There can be fear about opening your heart or opening yourself to someone, where there's someone around you that is causing, I feel, a closeness. Or it's almost like you might even be in a place where you're just starting to build a little bit more trust and open up a little bit more. But then there's like almost, I feel, reverting back into maybe old fear or anger or frustration or worry or doubt. It's about a person. You know, it's a close relationship. Like I said, it could be love. It could be a soulmate, family member. And your outcome is the 5 of Pentacles. And I feel that there's a level of isolation and even loss maybe, or despair around a relationship. But I do feel that even if you've been going through this, your door is starting to open energetically or emotionally, as I mentioned, or physically. Bottom of the deck is the Fountain. Now, through this particular dynamic, I feel there's someone in your life who has, in some way, and maybe through the most challenging way possible, has inspired or pushed you or challenged you into this. And the challenges, those deeper challenges, create our opening, create our light, or the ability to access our light, or the change that needs to happen within ourselves. And so the Fountain is that awakening. It is that understanding of oneness and wholeness. And so through adversity or through a difficulty, you are becoming more whole. You are seeing maybe more about yourself, or becoming more enlightened. And Judgment is changing old ways, changing old habits, or letting go in order to rise higher, in order for a new life experience, or maybe even a new level within this relationship, or a completely new one altogether. A version within yourself has definitely changed, especially. So, wow, that's a very nice reading. Hope that resonates. I'm going to go into number 4. Okay, number 4. Here we go. We are looking into your current energy. Number 4. Yeah, endless possibilities. Very nice energy here. Very nice card meaning. Endless possibilities. Okay, so I'll go into it in a moment. I just want to get all the others lined up. Main energy here. And your challenge for 4. And your outcome. Woo! Way too many. Okay. I think that card was also for 2. So if you are a 22-4, then you might want to watch 2 as well. So we have here endless possibilities. What this card signifies is not just endless possibilities, as in you are lining up and you are, I feel, it's like exploring your endless possibilities, but I feel that there's also a desire for you to break out of where you've been. It's you're almost really chomping at the bit for change. And so this card is really an invitation here to take a look at what is getting in your way. What are the blocks that are preventing you from tapping into the endless possibilities and awakening more within yourself or life experiences. And I feel that you're fighting for this in a way. I feel that you're wanting change and creating change and almost like kind of done with where you've been, or maybe even a relationship or anything, work situation, something. So I feel that you're unsticking yourself from something. You're wanting to remove yourself from a situation and connect with something greater. And so this is the process of dismantling the limitations, the fears, or even a restriction in your physical environment for you to align with something greater, right? So the challenge right now is the Ace of Fire, where you may find yourself, your energy a little bit low. You may find your creativity low. You may feel that your fire is a bit dimmed. You may lack passion right now, because I feel that this one right here, what I just said, is taking precedence. I feel that this is your main story. Your outcome is the Two of Swords, which you may be holding yourself back towards something because of this, the Hanged Man. You're in a state of moving towards enlightenment. What you're working through is overcoming I feel this is going to be deep for you. I feel the Seven of Wands is going to signify deep unconscious beliefs or fears around fully expressing yourself, or kind of rising above what others might think about you, or if they might challenge you. I feel that you're going to gain a new perspective on things. So you might be holding a certain matter back before making a move or making a decision, because you're in a process of, I feel, looking at a situation or how you feel with regards to other people, maybe, like trolls or people challenging you or confronting you. I feel that you're gaining a whole new perspective on either relationship dynamics or within yourself or your path forward. So quite a significant time for you right now. All right, I'm going to go into number 5 next. Okay, number 5, here we go. We are looking into your current energies. Number 5. Merry motive. It's so funny. This card does remind me of a 5, the symbology and meaning behind the archetype of 5. This is signifying you on a path that is giving you a lot of fulfillment. It is giving a prompt or a message of connecting with your why. So your why behind what you're doing. The shadow aspect of 5 can be being pulled in many different directions, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, as long as there is sort of, I want to say, restraint around the limitations and boundaries of that, so that you're not overdoing, you're not overextending, and you're truly connected to your why, your purpose. Why invest into this direction? Why invest into this direction? Or kind of connecting with who you are and what's important for you. So you may be in this contemplative state right now. Let's go into your challenge. 10 of Swords and your outcome. World. Okay, bottom of the deck is the King of Water, Pisces. Okay, so the 4 of Swords is, as I mentioned, I feel that you're connecting with your purpose, your direction through contemplation. You might be taking some time off. You might be giving yourself some time to really reflect on your motives and where you're putting your energy, or projecting, I shouldn't say, is not necessarily the right term, but putting your energy, investing your energy, I should say. The 10 of Swords is the challenge. It may be difficult to let go of some thoughts or some stories that are within the unconscious or shadow self. You may be stuck on a certain direction or a certain thought or notion, or maybe something that was painful. It may be difficult to let go of with the 10 of Swords and the challenge, but your outcome is the world. So you're moving towards a whole new life experience. You could be, maybe for some of you, getting ready to kind of level up within yourself into a new version of yourself. You might be in a very transformative state right now, actually, but the world could be something as far as getting ready for a new chapter. Could be relocation, travel, a new career path. But the world, in essence, is signifying yourself reaching a new pinnacle within you. And I feel that the connection with the why, your motives behind what you're doing, is going to align you more with your true self. And that is what the world is all about when we arrive in a new knowing of who we truly are and where we're going next, right? And I do feel this is part of the journey you're on. The King of Cups at the bottom of the deck is a very nice energy of being very emotionally attuned, very emotionally mature. So maybe what you've gone through recently, you've gained a new sense of self within the heart, within the emotional self. And also it really translates well with how you work with others. You know, being very attuned, very helpful, very supportive, and maybe even someone that people will go to for advice or for help. All right, 5, I'm going to go into number 6 next. Okay, number 6, here we go. We are looking into, and this could be for 33 as well. 33-6. Okay, 6. Powerful move. Very nice. Okay, so this means that you're on the precipice of some kind of big change in your life where you are ready to take the lead. You're ready to make a change happen. 4 of Wands. Okay, let's look at your challenge for the full picture. 2 of Pentacles and your outcome. Star. Ooh, wow. Oh my goodness. This is a beautiful reading here for 6. Okay, so you're right at the edge of making a big move. You want change, but it's coming from a place of alignment. This could have to do with family. It could have to do with the North Node in Aries, destiny, for example, what you feel drawn towards, what you feel called to. So the 4 of Wands and the powerful move is coming from a place of alignment and knowing, and a very, very internally balanced place. And I feel that it will reflect outwardly towards relationships as well. You also have the 2 of Pentacles as your challenge, where you might be kind of stuck right now. Maybe you're juggling a few things. You may feel a bit out of balance between a rock and a hard place kind of energy. And maybe that is what's prompting you, is kind of like squeezing you out of this. Like, even if you feel squeezed, even if you're carrying a lot of responsibilities and you're feeling overwhelmed, or even if you feel very unbalanced, I feel that this is the impetus for this. This is the inspiration and what's pushing you towards this, which is really good actually if it's resonating with you. And then on the outcome, you have the Star. And so there could be healing involved. There can be alignment, of course, I feel, with the Star. It's the after the Tower is the Star card, right? So I feel that the dust is settling. You know your direction and you're feeling more aligned and hopeful of yourself and life and your future, etc. And the Ace of Swords, I mean, look at all this energy. It's all very it's very what's the word? It's very empowering and very clear. You have the Star with the symbology of it going to the North Star. You have the Ace of Swords moving up. You have I think it's the Queen on top of the world there, standing straight up. You have the 4 of Wands going up. So it's all about upward movement. It could be even an ascension. It could be, an evolution. This is going to be the truth, clarity, a new idea, and progress. I feel that something very significant here is opening up for you. Beautiful reading there, 6. Okay, I'm going to go into 7 next. 7. Looking at the energy for 7. Smoke and Mirrors, which truthfully, if there was a card in the deck, this is a 42, but if there was a card in this deck that would appeal to the 7 archetype or appeal or relate to, would be this one. It is your ability to see the truth behind the illusions. So for a lot of you, you are on a deep dive or even sifting through the smoke the illusions to find the truth. Now, this can also be a new reality that's starting to emerge where you're starting to see something differently. Excuse me. It can also be exposing the truth in some kind of way, looking through the illusions or the misinformation or even false truths, to look for the actual reality, the information or hidden information. So let's take a look deeper before I say more. 7, 5 of Wands. It can also be within self. This is your challenge. The, exploring within yourself to find the truth within. 2 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Okay. This one's a little bit more of the confusing reading so far, and I feel it probably is related to this, the smoke and mirrors. And maybe a lot of you are feeling almost like there's a lack of clarity with something. The 5 of Wands, this can be related to people around you. I mean, it can signify finding the truth within others. You might be in a noisy environment or dealing with a lot of people, or maybe demands from others. But it also can be signifying finding the truth within noisy spaces. This could even be online, like social media, for example, or even work environments. I'll leave it there. I hope, let me know if it's resonating. The 8 of Pentacles is the challenge. You might have a lack of focus right now. It could even be on the flip side, perfectionism. Now, 7 could fall into perfectionism, wanting to know all the details, answers before making a move. That could be. But the 8 of Coins could also be falling on the other side, where it might be not wanting to work or feeling a bit distracted by something else. So maybe you're even finding, it could even be, I want to say, going down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories and spending more time with this than maybe work, maybe as a distraction of some kind. I don't know. The 2 of Cups is your outcome. There can be a relationship coming in. You have Capricorn, Scorpio energy here, the Knight of the Coins and the Queen of Water. So one person is earth, one person is water. But it doesn't have to really necessarily apply. It can be a business partner. It can be a love relationship. It can be family. But I feel this could be a partnership, actually. I feel that one person is very in tuned, very emotionally aware. Could be even psychic, maybe, and the other person's very practical. If it's not a relationship dynamic, it's yourself here. I feel being very attuned and very aware, very sensitive, reading the room very carefully, cautiously, which can be apply to this. And then the Knight of Pentacles is moving forward towards building and towards growth. All right. It could be a new opportunity also that's coming in for you, maybe a new career path, a career opportunity. Okay, there's 7. I'm going to move on to 8. Okay. Life path 8. For 8. Awaking the Lion. Yes. Now, this is a really nice energy for you right now, especially given that the eclipse is falling on an 8 and we are in a universal year 8. So there is a very strong significance of the 8 frequency during this eclipse season. Or I guess should be the eclipse day that it falls under. But 19, this is all about your personal power. This is all about you awakening your individual self and stepping into a new level of courage and bravery. And it really is the invitation. You might be feeling it within yourself starting to arise, but it also is what needs to be what needs to be challenged in order for you to embody it more, or in order for you to fully integrate it within yourself and within your life. Your challenge 8. Outcome. Ooh, you have 2. I think that was Lovers. Yep. Okay. All right. So for some of you, there is a relationship dynamic here. I feel that, maybe your courage had been triggered because of a relationship fallout or something that happened with a relationship where you may have been kind of like shook. Maybe for some of you, all of a sudden realizing, oh, like, what was I doing there? I felt so limited and felt so confined. And now I want to just break out into my own and be all that I want to be, or venture into something different. I feel that maybe there's something here on the emotional front where there could have been a little bit of a fallout with a relationship, because you do have one coming in here as your outcome. So maybe there was a change in a relationship dynamic. I do feel that there's a relationship coming together because of Empress, this divine feminine coming in to nurture a relationship. But maybe before this happens, or in the current time, there's been a bit of a disruption or a little bit of a letdown in some kind of way. Now, also, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be something you went through that could have almost created a disappointment, or a setback, but that has fueled you in some kind of way. I feel that this is fueling you. I feel that whatever you've gone through is fueling your power. And it could have come in from a bit of an upset or a setback in some form. The Page of Cups could be a lack of creativity. It could be even something within your heart that is healing right now. Maybe there's an apology that needs to be said, but someone hasn't said it yet. I'll just say that. But you have the Empress and the Lovers as your outcome. And so Lovers and Empress is beautiful energy of healing, of love, of unity. This can also be within yourself, feeling more aligned within yourself, and nurturing the growth towards waking the lion. So the Empress can also be a divine love and nurturing we all have within ourselves. It's not gender specific, and it's nurturing the alignment with Lovers to create a very powerful choice. And it could even be a relationship. Again, take it as it resonates, but this is a very nice outcome that you're stepping into, and you're going to be manifesting something beautifully from that frequency of love, from nurturing. And the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck here is the test of resiliency. It is the momentum that I feel you're on, the trajectory towards something great. And so you may be feeling a bit maybe tired or burnt out, but you don't have much further to go. So it is just all about rolling up the sleeves, as this guy has here, and continuing on, and maybe even setting some boundaries for yourself so that you can focus on what you need to do. All right, there are 8. I'm going to move into number 9. Okay, number 9, you are up. Let's look at your reading for 9. Current energy. Ooh, powerful move. So I think it was 6. 6 had the same one. Powerful move, number 15. Okay, well, this is a very good card. I'm curious to see what the rest are, but this is all about you making a move for yourself. This does apply to the solar eclipse in Aries, plus the North Node being in Aries, all about me. What do I want? Where do I want to go? What kind of life do I want? And making a move accordingly. So you might even be all of a sudden saying yes to something, or changing things up, or doing something out of the ordinary or unexpected. But it's all about your self-empowerment and you taking charge towards your direction. I want to say this is the challenge and your outcome for 9. Okay. I think, given the 4 of Coins over top of the 9 of Cups, I feel that some of you are being very cautious right now, and even maybe financially restrictive, which might be hampering a feeling of contentment, emotional contentment, balance, and gratitude. So just be aware of that if it is resonating with you. This card is an invitation to watch the level of control that we can often place on ourselves or on life if we are financially stressed or even protective over ourselves. And that is a level of fear that comes in from it, but it is somehow blocking or preventing full flow and balance and gratitude, I feel. Your Queen of Pentacles Taurus energy here is your main energy with the tarot, signifying being really wise with your financing. So there could be a level of financial concern, but I do feel that you're making decisions based on being very wise and very smart with where you're investing your time. Now, it also can be reflective of, I feel, being in the Northern Hemisphere anyway, with spring, for example, being out in nature. It can signify nurturing growth. This is Taurus energy. We are moving into Taurus next. So there could be a level of nurturing, being out in nature, planting your garden, etc. But also nurturing the growth in the practical, which is going to happen very soon here. The energy is going to shift more into the groundedness of Taurus. So I feel that you're already in it. I feel that you're in a way being very wise, very smart, very nurturing, even watching the body, watching your health, taking your time through things. The 3 of Fire here as your challenge is, I feel there's a lack of push right now. I feel it's coming, and I feel it's under the surface. There's something you might be feeling that's arising, that's going to come up, where you're going to make a move. But right now you might be holding back. I feel that you might even be, I just want to say, getting in the way of this too, due to the fact of being very protective, or even sort of like holding on financially. Even it might be blocking your energy and momentum of just doing it, like going big and getting things done. But I feel it's not bad. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is being very wise, and I feel that's important. So you might just find yourself lacking momentum or movement from your place of fire, just, like that sort of, not so much impulsive, but the fire to get things done and to make things happen, create change, for example. Your outcome is the King of Swords. Gemini energy here is, I feel you're moving into a place of being very assertive. Now you can see the symbology of these two are very, very, very complementary. The King of Swords is moving up, and it's sort of like pointing upwards. And like, I think it was 6 that had something very similar. So the King of Swords is moving up, it's sort of like an arrowhead, right? Being very assertive, very direct, making things happen. Like this King of Swords, is a very strong leader, gets things done. So very also meticulous with information, documents, contracts, like content, I want to say, writing, details, but also very strong leadership, very assertive, very strong, very dominating in a good way, getting things done. I feel it's very reflective of this Aries sort of energy that we're in right now. All right, number 9, I'm going to go into 11. Okay, life path 11, master 11. Let's take a look. What is going on right now? Tender embrace, number 22. Which is another master number. So the tender embrace, I feel there's a very nice energy here of you being very, well, tender. I don't know how else to say it. It's very gentle with, I feel, relationships or a relationship. I feel there's a sense of love, nurturing. It's very calm, and it's very supportive. And it can be between you and another person. It can be you with people in general. Let's take a look. Your main energy right now. Ace of Pentacles. What is your challenge? Page of Fire. Your outcome of this. Page of Cups with the Moon. All right. There's some fear here, but I feel that I feel that you have a really nice energy of love, of nurturing, compassion towards others. There's fear, I feel, around momentum. And I feel that maybe for some, I feel that I'm trying to tie it all together, because at first I was feeling this was very separate from all of this, but it can't be. It's all tied together. And the Ace of Pentacles, I feel for a lot of you, you're working on a career project that has to do with other people, and maybe helping other people and nurturing other people and caring for other people. And there's a new project that's starting to develop because of your heart. It's tied to your desire to in some way nurture or help others. But there's fear tied to it with the Moon, right? And so there can be subconscious barriers that are getting in the way. It's preventing you from believing in yourself. It's preventing you from going for it. It's preventing you from realizing or knowing that you are a true creator of your reality. So the Moon is getting in the way of this, of you bursting forward and believing in yourself and your capabilities and the future that you are creating. And so the outcome is the Page of Cups. And I do feel that you're going to move into a creative self. I feel that you're going to connect more with your heart and also open up ideas based on creativity. You might find yourself in a creative zone. I feel that it's like passion will come from you connecting with your heart and being creative, even if it is finding a creative outlet of some kind, of something you enjoy doing. I feel it will inspire some ideas for you to do with this, with what you're building for yourself, or for others, I should say, I guess. All right, there are 11. I'm going to move into 22. Okay, 22, we are looking into your energy right now. Master number 22, and you can also look at 4 if you would like to go to the root number. 22. Body and soul. Okay, so this is also an invitation. It does have a let's see, it does have a connection with body health, health and wellness, but all of it, working on more of a holistic approach for understanding the inner workings of yourself. You could be working on health and wellness regimes. I feel it's also an invitation to take time for yourself to connect with your body and to be mindful of any, sorry, I'm just shifting my seated position, to be mindful of anything that may need to be addressed or changed within your wellness regime, anything to do with, again, rest, wellness, food, diet, exercise, etc. So is there anything that needs to be incorporated or changed for you to take care of yourself and to invite more self-care? 22. King of Cups. Your challenge. 5 of Wands and your outcome. Death. High Priestess. Okay. Which is a 2. And High Priestess is very, you do have 2 2s in your master number, right? So naturally you are very attuned. You have a great sense of self-awareness, self and outwardly awareness. So the King of Cups and the High Priestess together, I feel, is a natural good fit of your archetype, of what you have available for yourself to hone in on and amplify within your ability to lead and guide others and even tune in based on your senses and your emotions. And I do feel that you have a greater sense of emotional intelligence and maturity, probably because of what you've gone through maybe over the last while. You may have a deeper sense of self and self-confidence, and of course within the emotions. And the High Priestess, you could be deepening your practice with spirituality, deepening your emotional attunement. You could also be focusing on your unconscious self. I feel there's a heightened sense of self here and even spiritual practice for a lot of you. Your challenge is other people. Maybe other people. It could be noise from other people, demands from other people. This could even be the internal challenges as well. Maybe even the internal battles of what direction to go in, or maybe even just the intensity of energy. But I feel these 2 cards together are very, very powerful for you to be a leader in some kind of way, to navigate or help people navigate difficult times, or you taking the lead through difficult times and sort of being the water of it, like the temperance of it in some kind of way, tempering the fire or the intensity. And I feel that you're going to learn a lot through this as well. I feel that whatever you're going through with others, for example, or even if it's within yourself, it is going to create greater self-awareness or greater depth within yourself. Now, your outcome is death, Scorpio energy here. And I feel that because of the situation you're in, you're naturally going to go through a transformation, but it's going to heighten this. So the transformation, it may even be a detachment from this situation. Maybe there's a death of the situation or a purification of it. But it is going to, of course, tie into your own self, and that transformation is going to lead to a deeper understanding of these 2 energies together. Very, very powerful for, again, deeper emotional understanding and intuition and what's the word I'm looking for? Interpersonal relationships, understanding people and being able to be that guide and that mentor, or maybe the support for others in some form. All right, 22, I'm going to go into 33 next. All right, 33, last one, Master 33. Let's take a look at your current energy. 33, and make sure to look at 6 as well for the full picture, to look at your root number. Okay, so 34, you have here opening to discovery. This is a really nice opportunity for you to explore new ideas and new opportunities, but also even within yourself. You're opening, there's a key to a keyhole, and all of these stars are coming out of it. And there's an opportunity, an invitation to look at life or look at something through a different lens or new perspective. Discovery could be learning, education, spiritual practice. So let's go into this deeper for 33. Two of Pentacles, your challenge. King of Fire and your outcome. Three of Cups. Okay, Moon. I think 11 had the Moon as well in the same spot. So I don't know if you have any other numbers in your chart that reflect in the 11, but there's a fear. There's a fear here of, and for some of you, it's going to be a fear of how powerful you really are. There could be a fear of you rising out in the foreground in some kind of way. You have the King of Fire who's suppressed here, Sagittarius energy, Pisces as well. So you may be deliberating. There's a part of you that's open for discovery, but then there's a part of you that's very suppressed and holding yourself back. And it couldn't even be in the form of self-expression. There is the unconscious that's getting in the way, the unconscious fears, patterns or limitations, beliefs, of course. So just check in to see. Let's take a look. The Four of Swords. I mean, it may even be a cloud, like something is clouding clarity. You may have a sense of feeling of lack of clarity right now in this particular moment. So I do feel this is actually an invitation to be open to discovery, and maybe being open to discovery through different ways that may not feel familiar. So being open to understanding yourself or looking at life through a different perspective or through a different lens. I feel that will also help understand what the fears or limitations or repeating patterns could be. Perhaps here, I feel there's something that is like an invitation into maybe even a new reality altogether. Truthfully, I feel that's what it could be. So you may be feeling overwhelmed, and maybe some of you are juggling many things and it's sort of getting in the way of you. And it may be even almost, I want to say almost like self-sabotage in some form, preventing you from fully embodying this. So this is almost being dormant or suppressed in some kind of way. And I feel that it's overclouded by this, maybe again, carrying more responsibilities than necessary or juggling a lot. And in some kind of way, it's moving you away from your true potential or something else. It's a bit of a hard one to interpret. So I hope that's coming out right. Your outcome is the Three of Cups. I feel that you're moving towards a very sociable time, having fun with friends, even if it's work. I feel that it is creating an environment that is very supportive and friendly and fun and uplifting, and and joyful is the word I was looking for, joyful. And so I do feel there's going to be a shift in relationship dynamics, friendships, interpersonal relationships, and maybe even taking the pressure off. I feel maybe even letting go of some of the responsibilities or the weight of it and moving towards something a little bit more uplifting. All right, there, 33. I'm wishing you all the best, and I will see you again soon. Take care.